Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be doing, or rather starting a series that I'm doing on my channel for Total Drama Island, the cartoon. So I've been wanting to do this for such a long time. I started writing this in like November of last year, and it's currently February of 2024. So I've been writing this for a while. I actually started filming it one time, realized that I didn't truly edit everything I wanted to edit in the script. I missed a whole chapter, so yeah. So I'll give you a rundown of how it's gonna go. This will be a 13-part series, each video being a chapter long, because I feel like, personally, I like longer episodes or like videos on this, but when I say that my phone could literally not handle recording like a 3-hour long video and then editing it and then having space to export it, genuinely would not happen. So we're gonna do in bits, and at the very end I'm gonna mash them all together into one big video essay for you, and you can watch it all. And then it'll take time because I'm still gonna do journaling posts and stuff like that, so it's very much like once every couple weeks, but all just depends on how often I film the chapters and get them edited up quickly for you guys. So anyways, please like and subscribe if you want to get notified for every time I upload a video and stuff like that. I don't think I'll forget everything. I mean, I am sitting in front of my closet because this was the best space to get like up close and personal. Also, be able to look at my script, and yeah, that's a script in my glasses.
Intro.
Total Drama is one of those shows where it feels like a fever dream, but then when you realize that it's not a fever dream, you're equally disgusted and equally happy that it actually exists in real life. So, synopsis of the show if you've never seen it before. Total Drama, sometimes shortened to TDI, is the first season of Total Drama, a Canadian animated comedy television series created by Tom McGillis and Jennifer Parched. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. The series premiered in Canada on Telecon in July 8, 2007 and ran for 26 episodes. So this is a Canadian television, sort of like how Kubo, shout out if you know what Kubo is also Canadian television. More about the creators of the show. So Tom was an executive producer on Ridiculous Race and My Babysitter's a Vampire, and Jennifer co-created the best 3 seasons of Total Drama franchise. We have Island, Action, and World Tour. If I were going to rank any seasons, the top 3 would be those 3. In order of like how much I actually enjoy watching it in its entirety, very much Island, Action, World Tour. Because drama will be first, but I don't like the first half. But we going super off topic. That is for 6 months from now when I finish writing that script. Most people who are watching this most likely to watch Total Drama Island on Cartoon Network, or even just Total Drama in general. That's why I watched it. That and Netflix, which it's not Netflix anymore. Or at least not like all the seasons, only Action and Drama. So, Total Drama came at a time when Cartoon Network most hard-hitting shows and most nostalgia-inducing shows were on air. You got Ben 10, Chowder, Totally Spies, which I did not know aired on Cartoon Network till I was doing research for this video. That's actually insane. I would even go so far as to say that this era of Cartoon Network was, in fact, the best and set the groundwork for what Cartoon Network has grown to be. I feel like this era, specifically, is when people think of Cartoon Network, they're thinking of this era specifically. Now, this series is really just taking my personal feelings towards them. Is there a bit of analysis? I guess maybe in like the Lindsay chapter, but like not really anything like super duper, you know? Because there's like most Total Drama essays on here. The ones I've seen is from one guy. I'll put him right here. I don't remember his name, and I didn't really like the video. It was well thought out. Like, I'm not even gonna knock him for his like what he like wrote. I just didn't like it. And like, I like video essays where they're just explaining what happened in the show and adding on their feelings about it. You know, like, I don't need like a deep analysis. I don't need like the world building. I'm not here for fan things, whatever. I went on the Total Drama Reddit page, and there's a whole lot of like stuff that's like fan, like conspiracy theories. I'm not for conspiracy theories. This is a cartoon reality show. This is a reality show. It's to be based in reality. You know, that's how I feel about things that are like, that's how I feel about it in general. And when we get to the island, to this season where Mike is, like All Stars, and the season where he's in it, I can't stand him because I hate when things so I said this like on Reddit. I was like, I hate when like things don't like aren't real anymore. Like, why are we sitting inside this boy's head? And they're like, well, like we've seen aliens before. Like, why is this like the deal breaker? And I was like, because aliens can, like, you can like make that to be real, you know? Like Area 51, aliens, it's a hop, skip, and a jump, but that's still like rooted in reality, you know? Why am I seeing inside Mike's mind? I hated it the first time I watched it, and I still hate it now.
Chapter 1. The Cast.
Full I hear, like a good first minute of the like chapter 1 is just a minute me reading off characters. We not sitting through that. Here's a list off of Wikipedia. I don't know who made this list. If it's official, I doubt it, but it doesn't matter for what I'm trying to say. Why is Heather the queen bee? Heather is mean girl. Lindsay is mean girl. And you'll find out why I say Lindsay's a mean girl in chapter 9. That's Lindsay's chapter. Besides that, for the most part, all the descriptions fit them. Any ones that I'm offended by that I didn't mention before, I'm gonna mention them now and explain my reasoning. Eva, she is not a bully. Okay, like she's not. In her audition tape, I can see how she is a bully in the real world, but she never acts like that in the show, and that's what matters to us. Plus, she simply wasn't in the show long enough to really be a bully. When she returns in episode 15, No Pain, No Gain, where she's angry at Bridget, it's not because she's just some bully who's hurting people to hurt people. She's angry at Bridget because they voted her off, which is a natural reaction. Think about it. Eva herself said that she was one of the fiercest competitors, and she was right, because in the following episode, Courtney literally says, dang, we shouldn't have voted off Eva because she may be a psycho, but she's an athletic psycho. And even Heather said, Eva's one of their strongest players. That's why she manipulated the entire situation to get Eva voted off. I would have been acting the exact same way. Like, if they brought me back to the show and I have a redemption arc, I'm going after all of y'all. And I don't care. That's the type of person I am. You're gonna vote me off. I don't care the reason. You vote me off, I'm coming back, and I'm coming back hard. Owen and Jeff. I would have switched the two titles around. Honestly, I wouldn't call Owen the funniest guy around, but I would most definitely call Jeff the party boy. Because Jeff admitted in the Try on Triathlon episode with Gwen that he threw like ragers back home. And then, like, I don't find Owen funny. I actually find him quite annoying. In chapter 8, you'll see that. Like, actually, like, when I say I've never found Owen funny, like, he's ruined so, like, I'm not even gonna get into it because, like, my feelings are more thought out in the chapter. So, episode 9, you'll see it. I created a tier list for all the characters. Shout out to, like, Tier Maker and the people who created templates for, like, for the contestants. And there's some that's, like, all the contestants ever. And I'm like, okay, cute. Not using that right now, but cute. I don't have to get into it. So shout out to them because they made this process a whole lot easier. I actually redid this thing like 2 times. One of them, like when I was writing like the chapters, however I was feeling at the time, and then when I was like going back to edit the script, I was like, I don't feel these things anymore. So I redid it. So once again, reminders. Here is the tier list. So there'll be chapters in the bottom 3, Lindsay, Owen, and Trent. So there's no point in saying something here when I'll talk about it later, like full depth in a video on their own. So I'll talk about my top 3 characters, Eva, Lashana, and Chris. Eva can go tit for tat with Lashana. She doesn't get enough credit for it, to be honest. Now, granted, in the like new version of like the what they say and stuff, did she say like a kind of like racially motivated comment? Yes. But in the original version, she goes after Lashana Thunder Thighs or something like that. And I appreciate that more than some girlfriend. I appreciate that more. And then Lashana claps back like that because that's who Lashana is. I've already said Eva's the strongest. That's why Heather felt threatened. Point blank. And then in the finals, let's be honest, Gwen's side was like weirdly barren. And even more so weird that Lindsay was on Gwen's side of the thing when like Lindsay broke up her relationship, but that's neither here nor there. Even though Gwen's side was pretty barren, there was Lashana, Trent, and you guessed it, Eva. We didn't even see them interact that much. In fact, they were on separate teams. But the simple fact that she chose Gwen over Owen makes her top notch in my book. Lashana. I'll always root for somebody black. She's funny. She has fire in her. And like all the black characters, she wasn't treated right. I still get it to this day. But how Lashana got kicked off? Because it's like, we already knew Lashana wasn't going to win, you know? Like, we knew that. Like, you knew that, I knew that. You know, but it's just the way that they went about it, you know? It doesn't make sense. Chris, the host with the mostest, Chris McLean. He's the host, show writer, background designer, director, and executive producers. He can do it all. He's my favorite narcissist. Okay, guys, that has been it for today's chapter. We can expect to see the next chapter in the next coming weeks. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any opinions, like them down below. Shout out to the people on Tier Maker who creates the templates. Appreciate you guys the most. And thank you to myself because I pay the Netflix bill so I can watch it. And that has been it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I drop a new video every Saturday and a new short every Tuesday, both at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's like wonderful getting this off my chest and finally it like being to the world. So I'll see you next time. Bye. Break. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was one guy on TikTok like a year or two ago who like looked like Chris McLean. It's like enough for people to go feral over it. And I think about him a lot because I don't remember his username, so I can't even like find him. I'm gonna try to find him.